free shipping. They're all part of this guy's program for 2021 for the Nationals. He's a friend of the show. This man will be calling in every Monday night, courtesy of the folks at Motorsport, to recap his Nationals experience. It's Filthy Phil Nicoletti. What's up, Phil?
Oi, what are you boys doing?
Just discussing T-Dags and how we got you both motos, and you had an enduro tank on and wide ratio transmission, Phil. So
that's all right. That's all right. I beat him up enough in Canada. I had to give him something this weekend.
Is that?
There we go. I kind of said that already.
You did kind of say that, yeah. How motivated were you to see Thompson and Nicoletti there, T-Dags, and just be like, yeah, watch this?
There was only one goal. And it was to beat those two guys, both motos. And guess what?
You succeeded. Congratulations.
Even though you almost cleaned everybody's clock out in the first corner.
Yeah, Phil.
Me?
Yeah.
Me?
Yep.
And that was not my fault.
Did Sexton hit you? Is that what happened?
Anderson hit Sexton, and Sexton came long darn across into me, and then I smoked haze, and it was game over.
So it was Anderson who did it, started the.
Yeah. Him and Chase kind of tangled bars,
right.
And it kind of just slingshotted Sexton across, because I had a nice little hole to kind of tuck across, and then the hole wasn't there anymore, and it was just a red Honda blocking it.
Wow.
And. Yeah,
were you specifically mad, though, Phil, when T-Dags got you?
Yeah, actually, when he passed me in the first moto, I was hurting so bad it didn't even. I just wanted to get off the track.
Okay.
But the second moto, I actually felt like I kind of rode okay. I was slow as hell, but it was just a rough day. I don't know. There's not much I can really say about it.
Right. Okay.
But getting beat by a guy with a oversized gas tank stings a little bit, but. He beat a lot of other guys, too, so it can't be too bad.
Right.
I heard the AMA came over and weighed your bike because you could have been over the limit, because you weighed so much.
No, well, we tried to time the fuel, to make sure, because I did a moto at Glen Helen, and it was at a certain level, and I was like, okay, that was good. And then we went to – I'm on the line for the first moto, and I'm looking at the gas, and I'm like, okay, we got a hot lap, and then we got 2 more laps, and it's 30 seconds a lap longer, and I'm like, dude, you got to go – get me some more gas, because if I run out of fuel with the biggest tank in North America, oh my God,
you would be made fun of on this show heavily.
Yep.
Yeah, heavily.
Yep.
So
starting with Phil too.
Yeah. So Phil, it didn't go well. You returned to America. We'll take the hit to the balls, and then we will get the noose, and then we'll move on to Denver, right?
Yeah. Like I said, it's first moto was okay. I was just by myself. I fucking hit a square edge hole and car wheeled, and it was game over. Just wrecked, kind of changed the whole vibe of the day.
Right.
If I could have just finished in 16th or whatever, I would have been fine.
Right.
But obviously there were other plans in the cards. So, just chalk it up, move on. It was a rough day. It was a rough week, actually. Didn't enjoy it one bit out there, but whatever.
You said on Tuesday on Twitter that you got to ride Erzberg. You were stoked.
Yes, I did. Yep. It's a spin image of Erzberg, so I needed T-Dags gas tank. I would have been dialed.
Sucked it right into the ground. Yep.
Yeah. Would have made it through the event.
Is Lakewood a good one for you? It's got those frozen ocean ruts, or what?
No, Lakewood's not dialed either, but it'll be better than Paula, I'll tell you that. So can't get much worse than Paula. So I'm excited. It'd be good. I'm actually going to go out there Thursday, hang out with some friends, and the positive vibes will be flowing.
Oh, well, as much as they are for you anyway. So
yeah. Sure.
Phil told me before the day that he just wanted to get like a 12-12. He'd be happy with that, and then.
That would be insane, because you know who's in 12th, right?
Right. Yeah. And then after the race, Phil's like, I was just hoping to get 15th.
So at that point, I'm like, fuck, man, 15 would have been dialed, but no, fuck.
Yeah, so, it was you know what? Hey, it's a long 22 more motos to go, Phil. So
what was your bike like, Phil? Was it good? Everyone's talking about different changes, like they felt like they wanted to change it up. Did you need to change yours?
Yeah, I'm going to work on some stuff this week, because Colorado's kind of same high speed, I struggle with kind of getting off the brakes, letting the bike drift across the square edge stuff. I struggled pretty bad on the high speed sections. I'm just going to there's a difference, there's an uncomfortable squirrely and then a comfortable squirrely. Like I I was the uncomfortable squirrely the entire day. So couldn't really tell which way I was going to get kicked. Couldn't really feel the bike. It's kind of a pain in the dick for me, really.
We had Christian on, and then Tyler raced it, and I mean, everyone kind of said it was a little sketchy, right? Like the chuckles at the top. Like I don't know if what I'm saying, Phil, is I don't, and I'm not saying you're doing this, but yeah, maybe leave your setup that you're confident in that you like for another week, because it might have been this track.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I'm kind of at a crossroads because I'm like, man, I don't really know what to do. Do you kind of just leave it for the week, try Colorado, and then test on the off week,
right,
and kind of see, like, okay, kind of revamp stuff a little bit, which is gonna kind of look like what that's, it's going to be like that, because for our team it's a little bit harder. We don't have the factory at our disposal, so if we want to do that stuff, you got to send suspension, ship it back, overnight shit. So it's a little bit more difficult. But yeah, I'm going to try some little things here tomorrow that we can do on our own. Just try and bring a little comfort back. Because here, when you ride a track every day that you can kind of feel which way the bike's going to kick. You know how the bump's going to develop, so you can kind of get away with a setup that might not work at Paula, but you can here because you know the track so well. So we'll see. We're going to ride a more hard-packed track this week, which we were before Paula, but obviously just Paula's a different beast, and man, they left and it was super squirrely. So
yeah.
I mean, you guys know, you talk to a million other people about it, but
right.
We got some stuff to try, and little bits and pieces before we get all haywire.
Yeah, I just don't think we're going to take anything out of, we were talking about the other racers. I don't know what I want to take from this race, because it's California, it's Paula, it's the opener, all of those things,
Yeah.
So I won't talk too much shit on you until after Colorado.
Man, Colorado, that's it. It's still pretty soon, isn't it?
Listen, I'm stoked you're going to be calling in every week after every race. We're going to have you on the Motorsport guys, bringing that too. And I want you to do well, Phil, because we're buddies. I really want you to enjoy your time. But if this season gets progressively worse and worse and worse, your phone calls on the show will be better and better and better. So I'm really torn.
I'm going to have to see if I can change my contract with Mr. Scott and reword some things so I can get out of some stuff.
Well,
no chance.
Yeah,
no chance.
Thank you. So, Scott, thanks for stepping up for Phil. He's going to run a Motorsport logo. He's going to do some stuff for us, to help motorsport.com and everything. And just to be clear, you were looking for guys to help. Phil was one of your guys, but I sort of sealed the deal by promising this segment and exposure for Motorsport and Phil, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so just check in on that, because Phil doesn't seem to agree at all.
Appreciate you at all?
Yeah, nothing. I got the effort.
Every Monday, I'm going to start getting a Vegas phone call. I'm going to start red button.
Well, then Scott will red button those checks.
Today.
Yeah, right. He's already been paid. So
he's been paid.
Yeah,
oh shit.
Oh
yeah.
no.
Good luck getting it back.
Right.
It's already spent.
But
it's already spent.
But Scott, what attracted you to doing something and helping? I mean,
Phil's Phil, right?
Yeah.
He's a great personality, and
right.
I remember, gosh, when I started listening to your stores or show, Steve, maybe 10 years ago, or maybe even longer.
Yeah.
Even then, I remember the "How was Phil's weekend" segment.
Right.
And it was just thought that'd be cool. So,
right.
Yeah. Could we do something with Phil? He's got a great personality. And
yeah. People
it's
love
impressive. I mean, Phil, you said you went down both motos, but you got back up and you were charging, and you start looking at the guys that finished ahead of you, including Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler's got a enduro tank on.
Yeah,
though.
But come on, there's a lot of fast riders that finished.
Yeah.
I know you got high expectations.
Spoken like a true sponsor. I like that.
Right. But next week we need a little bit better performance, Phil.
I got it. At least I got some positive vibes coming from a sponsor.
There you go.
Steve's not helping very much, and Weege.
And Weege, and Weege neither, right? Yeah, you while you swore in his post-race show, he had to edit that out. He said that.
I apologize for it, but whatever.
So sorry, Steve, but after the motos, our video guy Noy was down there.
Yeah.
And so we walk into the Club MX, and Phil's in his underwear, and he's got scrapes and red marks all over his body. And our video guy Noy is like, all right, can we do a little post-race interview?
Yeah.
And he threw a jersey on, didn't even clean his face. He still got mud on his face.
He had his. 45 minutes after the moto, he was in the back of a trunk of a rental car sitting there, and his face was still caked with mud. Yeah.
But 100% professional.
Yeah.
Answered the questions.
Right.
In typical
awesome.
Phil fashion,
Right,
but stood there, took it like a man, and answered the question.
Right.
So,
No, that's
I'm
nice.
proud of him.
Nice. Motorsport.com on board with Phil Nicoletti's program, as is the Off-Road Warehouse. Another deal I hooked up for you, Phil, and Greg and Thomas and all of that down there, those guys. I mean, I pushed this deal through for you also on the ORW, the FXR deal. Again, I pushed that through for Phil.
His gear looks good. I like it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Family
I like
first.
the design, yeah.
Yeah. I like my gear too. It's badass. I think it looks cool.
It does.
So Phil, also, I told these guys in my review pod, I was talking to, you, me, Mertz, and Hunter and Jet were there talking, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't even know if you heard it, but I said something about, I like the Jet. I said something like, then you'd be nothing or something. You know what I mean? And Jet goes, I'd be nothing. I'd be like, Phil, nothing.
Yeah, exactly. I almost punched that little prick in the sternum. I was pissed.
I like it. The kid's been here a little bit. He's already ragging on Phil for being
you want to talk about the highest of highs? He was there, and I was at the lowest of lows. And then he had Hunter in the middle going, 5.5 on the day, and he was like on suicide watch. So I'm like, dude, 5.6 or 5.5. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I just went 19.22. Shut the fuck up.
Hey,
I would have gave my left nut to go 5.6 or whatever.
Right. I didn't see it, and I don't think the TV broadcast caught it, but the crowd went crazy when you ate shit on that front straight there.
Trust me, I heard him because I was all by myself, not a bike in sight. So I was just like, man.
All of a sudden I hear this, and I look over, and Phil's standing up looking down at his bike like, oh, shit.
What happened?
What happened, Phil?
I like doubled in off the wall, and then I don't know. I went to double again, and I just hit a square edge hole, and it just catapulted me. Next thing I know, I was ass over tea kettle looking at the sauna. I'm like, what the hell just happened to me? I don't know. And then I got up, and I was kind of like dazed and confused. And next thing I know, T-Dags is on me, and it's just like,
some of those rogue holes in that section were just incredible. We were talking about Christian earlier, man. Holy shit! Especially that second moto, man.
That?
Holy crap!
They couldn't fix that.
I guess not, Phil. Yeah, nobody could quite figure it out. But
no, just send 40 guys through there, let them all see God for 36 minutes, and be done with it. If you made it to that finish line jump, like you literally, it's like walking on eggshells through that section. Of course, I did it, and it was over.
Way too many times that day.
If you're not a born again Christian after those 36 minutes, you are after you race qualify.
Yeah, exactly.
You believe in a God helping you.
You believe in God,
right.
Yeah.
Was it cool, Phil? Like, obviously, you've been gone for a couple of years up in Canada. Did you get some fans talking to you? Did you have people coming up to you? Did you were people stoked to see you back racing in America? Or did a lot of fans think you died, maybe, or like what was the?
No, it was really cool. I mean, there was a lot of people in the paddock that I've grown to know and like, and some dislike, but a lot of people said hi, so it was really cool. It didn't feel awkward. It's almost kind of overwhelming, it seemed at first, because it felt like I was doing so much talking. It kind of took me away from kind of what was going on.
Yeah.
But even like after the second moto, like I said, I crossed the line in 22nd, just had the worst race of, I think, my career. And there was a bunch of people chanting my name and stuff. So like for me, that was cool,
yeah.
So, and it was awesome to see fans again and, waving the towels. Like I haven't seen that, in so long. So, it was pretty special. So, but hopefully we can kind of get back to a little bit more reality and like the racing vibe for myself.
A little bit different than the dozen people lining the fence at Gopher Dunes last year.
Yeah. It was there was nobody at Gopher. They wouldn't even allow them in. It was the same as no, state's still a lot of people, but there was no spectators allowed in Canada.
Right.
So it was just like it just felt like a local race, and to actually see people and it was impressive. So it makes it a lot more enjoyable.
T-Dags, before Phil went up there, did you know him at all?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we've known each other since we were kids.
From New York and all that.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. So
Yep.
how do you think his Canadian career went for a couple of years up there? Like, do you think it was
awesome.
It was good as you thought it would do? Did he fit in? Did the locals like him? That kind of stuff?
Yeah, no, he just he's got that personality. Everyone likes him, right?
Right.
And everyone's like, it's like
Because
drawn to him.
some Americans go up there and they treat the series a bit of a joke. They kind of fly in and fly out. Like, they're not really accepted by the Canadian moto people, right?
Yeah, like I'd say mostly all of them are like that. Honestly, like for real. Like Phil's the only one that he kind of fits in, shooting off all the time and mingling with people, and it's just kind of he's kind of almost got the hockey vibe where you just shit talk all the time. It's just it was good, and we've been racing each other since we were little kids.
Right. Frozen Ocean and whatever else. Yeah.
Binghamton.
One thing about the Medaglia family, Phil, they're not scared to go race anywhere at any time, off weekends, whatever. Yep.
Nope. T-Dag's old man is a piece of work. There's nobody else like him in the entire world. So
right.
And my old man loves him. There when they get together, it's full comedy. We're actually at we're at Broome Tioga a long time ago. It must have been like a Northeast Classic or something. And it's 7:30 in the morning, and me and my dad were already arguing. I had to be, I don't know, 14 or something. And I don't know, I might have called my dad an asshole, and then he called me an asshole, and then like about 10 seconds later, T-Dag's dad comes walking by. He says, "Good morning, assholes." And me and my dad just stopped yelling at each other, and we look at him, we're like, "Morning."
That's awesome.
That's great.
Funny. And then I was up there because we're sleeping in campers, at the races. We weren't going to hotels this past summer, so I spent some time at Sandali, like right up the road from where Tyler grew up, and I went to see where he grew up and everything like that. We're hanging out, and his dad goes, "Hey man, he's got hunting shit everywhere, antlers, the whole nine. I mean, you think you're in the fucking jungle or something." He goes, "Oh, you ever see inside this fridge here?" I'm like, "No," and he opens it up, and he's just got fucking squirrels and all stuff. I'm like, "Dude, frozen squirrels." I'm like, "What are you doing with this shit?"
He's got a Wolverine.
He's got a Wolverine.
Oh yeah, every member of the Weasel family, he's got
frozen.
Yep.
Why?
Yep. He's got a. I don't know. He's just been into animals. He has like 60 deer there for like a hobby.
Huh.
Yeah, it's motorcycles and animals. Yeah. It's crazy.
Why does he freeze them though?
For I don't really know. I'd have to call him.
He was about to say something. He's like, "Fuck, I don't even know."
It'll probably sound crazy, if I say anything about it, because I know nothing, and it's a weird topic. Like it's a
dude.
Is it the pelts? Like he's freezing for the pelts.
Yeah, it's insane. He was telling me a story. He thought someone was eating his hens or whatever. He come running out in the middle of the night. It was freezing cold with a shotgun, and he's fucking looking around with a flashlight, and he's fucking blowing shotgun holes through the roof.
Yeah, he shot a hole in his own roof.
And
trying to get a raccoon.
There,
Dude, it's insane.
And he goes, "Oh no, but it works out good because I shot through the roof. I didn't shoot down the roof, so like the rain can't get in." I'm like, that's proper engineering. I bet you really thought that one out before you pulled the trigger.
Right. Oh my God, T-Dag's
oh shit!
dad.
You could have there could be a segment on my dad's stories, like
right,
and it would just or a Netflix special. It's pretty awesome.
Your dad would be a fucking millionaire. Multi-millionaire.
So motorsport.com, of course, on board with you. That's fantastic, Scott. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for helping our buddy Phil. I won't see a dime from it, but
no.
It's great that you already did it. I don't like the fact you paid up front.
I know.
But
you learn lessons,
right.
So next year,
can people call down there and say Phil sent them, and they'll get the great prices? And
yeah, sure.
Yeah, right. Okay. All right.
Yeah. I asked one of the head guys there at Motorsport that Pulpamex gets paid plenty of money. I didn't have to give him anything off the top of mine, so it was fine.
Okay, all right, okay, it all worked out all right. Phil, so you tried to bury the beef with myself and Marchbanks in the truck. Did it work? Did you think it worked?
I think so. I was actually kind of pumped for Garrett because he kind of came out swinging. I'm like, all right, little man. He had a little fight in him. He's like, oh, man, you fucking talk shit on me.
Yeah.
I'm just like, geez, all right. He popped
is that what he said?
Yeah, and I said, well, dude, you T-boned the shit out of McAdoo. I don't know how I could have framed that like anywhere other than that's a shitty thing to do. And he's like, no, it was a shitty thing to do. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Like, your T-bone on McAdoo was not acceptable at any level of racing.
Yeah, well, it's just like we're sitting there. It was Garrett's agent. Lucas was there. Steve, Garrett, myself. And, like, these two are standing there, and they have beef, but they won't talk to each other 4 foot
I have
away,
no beef. I have no beef.
Listen, I understand that, but
Right.
Garrett will think you'll go on the show and talk shit, and then Garrett will say, "Oh, well, he's talking shit here," but yeah, you guys are right next to each other, and no one will talk about anything. So I'm like, all right, well, fucking squash it right here and be done with it.
Yeah, so Phil tried to like intervene.
I love it.
Yeah.
I
But
love it.
I have no beef against Garrett Marchbanks. I just report on what I hear
Right.
and what I see.
Right.
And I've certainly said many positive things about some of his rides. I have
Yep.
no doubt. I just
Yep.
I think kids don't understand. Like, they don't. I
They
don't think
expect
they're-
you just to be nice all
Dude,
the time.
I just don't think they're smart enough to know how this game works as a professional
Yeah.
athlete. Like,
Yeah.
you're a professional athlete. It's not going to be fucking roses and, thrown at your feet every single day.
Right.
If you do something shitty, we're going to say it. If you do something great, we're going to say it. But you don't remember the great stuff. Nobody remembers that. They just remember the shitty stuff. So,
Yep, exactly.
I don't know.
But you got to remember, Garrett is just turned 19. He's a kid.
Right,
You know,
right.
he looks like he's 32, but he's a kid.
Right.
You know, I mean, he looks like a fucking mountain man. But you got to remember, yeah, okay, I see a 32-year-old man, but he's got a mental capacity of a 19-year-old. So I kind of have to remember that.
yeah, but
you know?
he rode great on the weekend. He was really good. And I'm going to write that.
Unreal.
Yeah.
And and now you can see why maybe a few motos he beats me. You know,
Right. Yeah,
because he has and I'll he has been putting in the time and he has been riding very well. So
Yeah.
it was cool. It was cool to see him do that. And the second moto, he came from pretty far back too. It wasn't like he just finished sixth.
And he's not a California dude. You know what I mean? Like, he's back east a lot. So this was even better. It's not like he rides Paula, every single day. So
No.
it was a good ride. And so but like I said to him, I don't know what happened with him and Peyton. I don't know what happened with him in Pro Circuit. I don't know if he like stole a pipe off the showroom floor or something. But Mitch was never stoked on him. I don't know why.
I told Gary, I was like, that's fine. I said, if there was beef, it's over with. You don't ride for Mitch anymore. All you can do go do is do the best that you can on the bike that you have.
Right.
Beat his guys. Do whatever you have to do, but don't. The vendetta's over. Fucking forget about it. Just go ride.
But that's what I was reporting on. Like, hey, things aren't going well. Like, Mitch Payton doesn't really like Marchbanks
Right.
for whatever reason. We had Mitch on the show the Monday after Garrett won Daytona, and he barely wanted to talk about it. I was like, what about that ride? Like, oh my God. And Mitch is like, yeah, it's pretty good. Anyways, like, I was like, whoa. You know what I mean? Like for whatever reason.
Which is strange too, because would Mitch not maybe it is because it's you look at him, you think the guy is older, and he should maybe because he's.
I almost guarantee you that's what happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then when you hire a kid at 16 and, the first year they don't really perform, but dude, it's hard at that level to perform. And as soon as you don't do it, they write you off,
Right.
Which is
hard to swallow.
Think is yeah, exactly.
Right.
So,
But
I don't know.
good for your team for Marchbanks to do that for the Club MX team. That's really strong. That's a good ride. Yep.
Jamie Ellis did a good job with their motors, and and Garrett's 190 pounds. So to be able to do that, obviously, I'm sure every round's not going to go as smooth as that. There are going to be other times where it's going to be a little bit of a struggle, but it was a good way for him to open up.
I don't think we settled our beef at all. But hey,
really?
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine. I'm fine
because it's just like you guys were
it got awkward.
Girlfriend just going back and forth.
Well, also too. So there was this guy at Glen Helen I made fun of. I didn't make fun of him, but he thought I made fun of him. He was a pro rider that Adam pushed out of a rut at Glen Helen.
No, that was State Fair.
State Fair, okay.
Yep.
And so I made comment. I said that dude looked like me, like because his foot was up and Adam was basically pushing him out of the rut. So this guy said he was DMing me. He said I insulted him. He later apologized, okay. But he said at one point he said, "What am I, fat and slow like you?" And I'm just like, "Whoa, buddy! Like I didn't even use your name.
Relax.
I didn't even use his name. I just said there was a photo I saw, which is anyways.
I think sometimes.
Anyway, so Garrett must know this kid. So Garrett writes on Instagram, fuck him, meaning me, because the guy's complaining about me on Instagram.
Uh-huh.
So Garrett says, fuck him, like me. And I'm like, whoa, hey, what? Like what?
Did Garrett even know it was about you, though, or what?
I would assume he did. I don't, because he said the kid said Pulp Show, I think.
Oh, he did? Oh, then maybe he did.
Yeah.
I feel like we, as in you and I, JT, Phil, Dax, like we all have thick skin, and as buddies, we all talk shit to each other, and we assume a lot of these other guys within our industry are similar, but there's fragile motherfuckers out there that can't handle it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
There are.
So
there are.
Is
They
your
can't-
is your
No,
fan
yeah, they can't handle it.
Is your teammate Joey Crown coming back soon?
I honestly have no idea. I don't know. He's been back to Michigan, so I don't know.
Who's your mechanic? Where'd you find him?
He was working for the German kid, Nick. I don't even know how to really pronounce his full name.
Oh wow, that's
Nick Thury or whatever.
Oh, Dominique Thury, yeah.
Yeah, Dominique Thury. Yep. So he's working for him, and then it just kind of worked out where he kind of wanted. He's a young kid. He's young.
Okay.
I think he's maybe only 19, but he did good this weekend. After the first moto, I had some stuff that needed to be replaced. Got it all done.
Okay.
Oil's done. Clutch, bled the brakes, like as much as you can really do, and
right.
it wasn't an issue.
Well,
so
be nice to him, okay? Be nice to him. Don't freak out.
I am. Listen, I understand every mechanic's got to start somewhere, so it's good that break them in right.
Any throat slit gestures at all?
No, we were good. I didn't deserve to give
any out.
Yeah. I deserve to get some from some people.
Right.
I was a fucking hazard out there. So, yeah, it is. It was just it was rough.
Hey, I commented on something. I don't know. It was a picture of you or something. Did you lose weight? You look skinnier.
No, I'm only still the same.
Okay.
175 to 180. I fluctuate.
But then I find out you're wearing size 30 pants.
Yeah, I wear size 30. I always have.
It's amazing to me. They're 175 pounds and wear size 30. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm skinny at the waist, but I got a good looking butt. Maybe your wife's seen it every once in a while. It fills out my FXR pants nicely.
That's awesome.
So,
speaking of women and chicks, how we doing? How are we looking over there? Are we good? Are we solid?
Yeah, we're doing okay. She's back in Brazil right now, so she hasn't been home for 2 years. So she went back there, see her family and stuff. So it was hard with her. And COVID, she couldn't do anything, and then she was worried. She teaches at South Carolina University, so she's worried if she went back home, she wouldn't be able to get back in as easily as how she left. So she waited now. She got her vaccine. Now she's back there enjoying some time. So
okay, well, but are you guys back together?
Well, they've been
yeah. It's okay.
Oh.
It's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
She's doing good. So.
Wasn't it really bad in Brazil, the COVID thing? Is it?
Dude, I don't even know anymore, man. It's bad in Canada.
Oh,
what
yeah.
the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah.
He's got a quarantine.
They shut the whole province down for 30 cases in one concentrated area. Can't even.
Yeah.
They were trying to get my 4-year-old to put a mask on at preschool.
It's he's got a quarantine when he goes back home. So.
Yeah. Everybody does. I know Marshall's going up soon. Piccolo's got to go soon. He's actually going to do High Point and then head up. So,
right.
Yeah, it's weird. Canada's mental.
Okay, so you guys are back together. I didn't really know this. I know things were rough there for a little bit. She got mad about the Pulp Show, which didn't help.
She did?
Yeah. The one we did from JGR.
Oh.
We talked about it a little bit on there, and I guess she got upset. Yeah.
No, she's okay. She needed to go home. Like I said, she hadn't been home in 2 years, so she hadn't seen her dad in 2. That's tough.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a shitty situation with that whole deal. So yeah, she's good. Enzo went back last week too. So.
Okay.
So she's been gone a week?
3 weeks.
Oh, dude.
Yep.
Phil is going to be so angry on the starting line.
Right.
He's going to have so much build-up.
So much build-up, yeah.
He is going to be backed up and pissed off, dude.
Right.
It's going to be awesome.
Also, too, besides the Motorsport deal, another deal I put together, ORW, you're running the butt patch, you and Garrett. That's good for those guys, offroadwarehouse.com.
How do you say you put that together?
I was pushing it, dude. I was pushing it hard. Talking to Greg, talking to Thomas, endorsing you like I did to Scott, like I did to Andy from FXR, endorsing you. So,
I owe Popo Mix everything, huh?
Well, I just don't want to say that, but yeah.
Yeah. The ORW thing came together with Thomas and Greg, and yeah, we actually kind of came together a little bit last minute, but FXR came through and put the butt patches on, and it looks pretty good.
So we're going to try to do an ORW showdown between what am I looking at?
Someone just sent me that. This is how excited he is for the start.
Yeah.
Look how excited
he's yawning. Phil photo of you yawning.
I got a Phil photo of you just
We
yawning.
want to do an ORW, maybe Cody Schock, Phil Nicoletti showdown for this summer.
Ooh.
You know, I feel like you guys will be privateer heroes most of the summer. Schock was good this weekend. He rode really well. So both ORW athletes out there. So I don't know, Phil. We got to figure something out with our listeners.
Yeah, you're pretty inventive. I'm sure you'll come up with something.
I need one of your helmets for the studio too at the end of the year.
Huh?
I need one of your helmets for the studio at the end of the year. Sign it.
God.
Man.
Huh? Bobby? Rick? Johnny? What the fuck did you say back there? You need a helmet? What?
Right, I'm getting a helmet. I'm getting a helmet from Phil.
I'll give you an old one. You know?
You got an 1110 one lying around?
Nah, an old Rockstar lid.
Oh, no, I don't want
the
that
old
one.
logo.
No, I need
Yeah,
one.
why? It's
No.
the same.
No, I need one. Oh, yeah, Rockstar's on board with you, too. God, Phil Scott. He's
I
just,
know.
Raking in cash.
just so many personal sponsors. Motorsport, Rockstar, just, whatever.
That's the only way I could survive.
So I have a
Or
bet.
Chick-fil-A.
I have a bet with Travis Marks here. I said that Troll Train, if he starts 18 motos or more, will be top 5 in points.
Yeah. How much money was that?
$100?
Yeah.
Yeah, $100.
Ooh.
My-
Yeah, we're off to a rough start.
Should I be worried?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. I should,
Yeah.
I should
Yeah.
be. Yeah. Okay. God, Troll Train. It's got a
Yeah,
whole.
I think it's gonna be rough. I mean, top 10 for sure when things get rolling.
Right.
Top 5 is gonna be a bit of a stretch at the moment.
Gosh.
It's got a whole semi truck there for
You got
Troll
only
Train.
22 left too.
That's a lot. That's a plenty of motos.
Do you
to get
think he
going.
feels pressure being the only guy in that truck and everyone's there for him, Phil?
Nah, I don't think so.
No.
No, because there's only three guys.
Okay.
You know?
Right.
It's not like it's a full factory team, you know.
Right. Yeah. True. Right.
But yeah, it's still a lot of money, and a lot of effort for one dude.
Right.
You know, it's either way you look at it. But yeah, I went back and I hung out with him Saturday night after the hotel because he stayed in Escondido. So yeah, it was not good. Vibes were not well.
Did you guys get some ice cream or something just like to?
I actually drank a White Claw, but I needed something a little stronger than a White Claw.
Right.
But yeah, it wasn't dialed. Pretty depressing.
Right. And then so you know who was a little bit happy about your race, I should say?
Who?
Germa.
Of course he was.
Yeah, Germa was like, Phil sucked today.
Yeah, of course he did.
I didn't know if that relationship was better or not, but like.
No, I haven't seen. I actually saw Germa for the first time today, or not today, on Saturday morning.
Yep.
In a long time.
Okay.
So,
I felt like by him laughing about your misery, maybe you guys are somewhat okay now with each other, you know?
no, not really, but
Okay,
it's fine. I mean, he deserved to laugh at it because it was laughable.
Okay, all right. Well, Germa was.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Germa was like, there's Phil. I suck today or something.
Just like Jet, go 1-2-2-1 for sure. Say whatever you want, laugh however you want. They deserve it.
Pricks.
Yeah. Like, oh God. I mean, Jet, his attitude was just mind blowing. I'm like, man, shut up. I don't care if you won. Get away from me, dude.
Right.
So I was
Phil,
talking to Coop. Talking to Coop. He was driving out, and Coop was still kind of, depressed.
Right.
And Jet, Lucas called, and we seen him, and Lucas obviously driving a Range Rover, collecting 10% from everybody. But anyway, so we did, ignored him because he's probably all happy-go-lucky. And then we look and see Jet's in the passenger seat, and then Jet started calling Coop, so we answered it, and Jet's just high on life. And Coop's just like, listen to this fucking guy.
Fuck this kid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Coop's just like, hey, how much you charging for a ride in school? Fuck.
I love it. It's gonna be a good summer. Good summer.
Yeah.
And merch is the big winner here.
Oh yeah.
Well, oh my God.
Absolutely.
Mer made more on Saturday than I will all year.
Yeah, really, right? Yeah, that's what happens. Thanks for coming on, Phil. Scott, thank you again for stepping up for Phil Nicoletti.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Scott. Don't let T-Dag steal my sponsorship either.
I mean, he beat you, and he's got an enduro tank. Which,
yeah, I mean, we went mountain bike riding today.
Yeah,
I mean, he's working it.
Yeah, we went mountain bike riding today.
T-Dag's getting a lot of brownie points.
and a clear tank looks really, a red Motorsport logo on a clear tank
Sweet.
looks really good.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Yeah, absolutely. So there we go. And then we went on e-bikes today, but of course T-Dags was a hero on the regular bike.
Yeah, I'm showing off his calves.
Yep, absolutely. So,
Phil, do you like the? Do you notice much at the elevation this weekend? Is that an advantage for you or what?
No, I don't. Not really.
Is it marginal? Do you feel it though?
No, I really don't feel it. I just notice my mouth gets a little bit more dry. You know what I mean? I notice my bike being a lot more slow than fitness.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that bad. Are you racing this weekend?
I don't know if I can swing it or not. I'd like to try to, but it's tough.
Just don't call for shortened motos, bro. That's all.
Was T-Dags one of those guys calling for shortened motos up there?
Holy fuck!
I had friends on the line that work and race, and don't want them to die of heat exhaustion.
Shut up, dude.
400 degrees.
Phil was
looking out for my friends.
Phil was like, "What the hell's going on in your country to shorten motos if it gets hot?"
They've been doing it for years.
I don't know.
They've been doing it for years. They've been short
motos for 25 minutes, and he wanted to shorten to 20. I'm like, dude, go race Loretta's then.
Oh, please. Please. Wow. I was concussed. I was looking for any advantage I could get.
Motorsport.com, Phil Nicoletti, check in every Monday night after every national. It'll be fantastic. So, thanks, Philip, for coming on.
Yeah, thanks, boys. You guys have a good night.
All right, see you later.
Thanks,
all right, see ya.
That's Phil Nicoletti. These stories are going to be gold all year long.
Yep,
It's going to be great, right?
You know what's cool about him?